you watch my videos all the time?
I do.
But guess what? It's rolling. So you know what that means, right?
I'm on the air.
I have the transporter with me. Transporter number 2. His name's Larry. We're working for our other brother Larry today, right, Larry?
That's right.
Oh, Channel Cat in the northwest corner. Our buddy Channel Cat. I get this phone call the other day. And he says to me, Luke, I need your help. And I said, do you, Larry? What's wrong? And he goes, man, I dropped my SB220. And I went, oh, no. Don't tell me you broke the meters. He goes, I broke the meters. That's all he told me, right? That's all he told us, right?
That's all he said.
Just need to get new meters put on it. Oh, man. So I thought that this would be a quick fix. Now, I started on this at, when did you get here, 11:30?
11:30.
11:30, and it's now 6:19 in the evening. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. So, we replaced the meters on the front of Larry's amp, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
So we replaced the meters on the front of Larry's amp, and then we got to plug it in. We get all these sparking and arcing noises. Now, when he dropped it, he did the smart thing. He stopped. He didn't stick his fingers in it and try and change nothing. And both the tubes had pitched completely forward and were out of their sockets, but only being held in by 2 pins. So I went ahead and took the tubes out, and then we went around to the bottom side of the box, and we replaced, not replaced, but we redid all the tube tension on it, on the sockets on the bottom. And that's when the fun started. So we had to figure out why it was shorting out on the bottom. Now, did we or did we not remove about 99% of the wire underneath this thing?
Yes, we did.
Love you, Larry, man. You owe me a beer, buddy. Oh, dude. So the first thing I did is I disconnected the high volt transformer, which is here. And we left the filament transformer in it. And we turned it on, and everything lit up like the way it was supposed to. It was like, sweet, I got another plate transformer, not a big deal. And this ran for what, 30 seconds?
At least.
About 30 seconds, and then we had the mushroom cloud smoke come out. I mean the magic smoke. Now, anybody who's ever seen one of these transformers go, or had the pleasure of having it happen, knows how lovely the odor is when you let the magic smoke out. We've nicknamed this Old Stinky. I'm actually going to pause the video in a minute and take it back out and put it back in the trash can outside because I don't want to smell this thing no more. So when we determined this was bad, I'm like, well, I've got another one of those. Maybe that's what was the only problem. No. We disconnected this, reconnected this. There's primary taps, which is black, and the green and black. These 2 leads here. So when I hooked up the primary on this thing, and guess what? It's now a piece of shelf art. I think I'm probably going to send this off to Michelle and Peter at EPD and have them rebuild this. Come check their webpage out, www.epd.com. They're good people. Ask for Michelle. Tell them I sent you. They'll take good care of you. So then we dug around, and I found a donor SB220, a donor one. And we proceeded to strip it bare for parts. Another meter, a switch, and some knobs, and some screws and some hardware. These are our leftover screws from us stripping this thing down, by the way. These screws here. No, those aren't extra parts that we forgot. Couldn't figure out where they went. No. We absolute due diligence on this puppy. Anyhow, I'm going to set this down. I'm going to go throw Old Stinky here in the trash outside, and we're going to go ahead and shoot the rest of this video. Be right back. So Larry, what you ended up getting was an upgraded plate transformer, or an upgraded filament transformer. That's actually a Peter Dahl. It's brand new, and I had it sitting around here, and I reluctantly put it in here, but I love you. As my wife put it, honey, you have to make that right. It's for Larry. How many times we hear that?
30 times today.
But it's for Larry. And I'm like, I know. Anyhow, new plate transformer. Well, new to this cabinet anyhow. And new filament transformer. Went in and we did discover that That is cracked, but it does not affect the operations. We're going to leave that alone for now. And the other thing is your band switch is fully functional, but here we're going to leave this for the rest of eternal and time on high voltage. Don't move this, because that was also broken. But we got it working. It's intact back there. But let's not move this unless we absolutely have to. I know you got a watt meter over there. I've seen it. You've got 3 or 4 or 5 over there, Channel Cat. And your grid, we're not going to worry too much about that. Just pay attention to this. Good to go. We got all the lights working.
Yes.
We got all the meters working. Everything's reading accurately and within the right voltage specs. And we got all the burned up parts in here replaced. We still have no idea, after completely stripping this box all the way down to the tin, what caused this.
No, we don't.
We don't. Now, I'm doing this as a surprise because the last I talked to Larry, I told him it was going to cost him about $500-600, and really there's about $800 of the labor we put into this thing today, including parts and labor and time. About $800 here. We're doing this as a surprise. So we're not telling old Channel Cat what we're doing, and you should have heard his voice when we told him on the phone, buddy, you have a burn-up case, and there's not a whole lot we can do for you. He was like, oh no.
DOA.
DOA. You can almost hear him crying. We're not there now, though. We are fully functional again. Let's go over here, and we're going to start out on 1X. Use 1,000 watt slug and PEP, 1,000 watt slug and RMS and forward, 5 watt slug, not even orientated in a specific direction. Until I haven't shot a video since I did the indestructible LD Moss video. 5 watt slug and reverse. We're going to use a Striker 955 with a 5 watt slug and reverse between it and the Heathkit. We're going to use the bench 2-pill, and eventually we'll kick that into that. All right. Let's grab our microphone. Step on the pedal. We're going to show that so we can have a reference for 0 signal. So go ahead and key our mic. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Remember, we're on the low setting. So kick that up to about 3,000. Hello, audio. Remember, we got the box overcoupled for that as drive. This is a 10-to-1 unit. So now I could go and I could retune this out, and for every 1 watt you put in, you should get 10 out. So you put 100 in, you should get 1,000 out. Or we're looking over here. Hello, audio. Getting about 600. Like I said, we've got it overcoupled. Watch what happens when we do this. Kick on the 2-pill. We're going to go up to the 2X setting. I've got it in a low mode. CW and tune. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. That's in 2X. So that's reading as a 2,000 watt slug. So full deflection is 2 kW. Go to high mode. Hello, hard in the corner. Hard in the corner. I said we got it overcoupled for higher drive. Now we're going to go to 5X. So I'm going to read that middle scale there. The 10, the 20, the 30, the 40, and the 50. We're going to add 2 zeros. Hello, Channel Cat. Larry, I love you, buddy. I hope you end up keying on a bunch of them mud ducks on 26915. 26915. Old Channel Cat's gonna have himself a hell of a setup here in a minute. What do you think? Hello, Channel Cat. Fully functional, Larry. You're all set, my brother. Now go key on some ducks for me, would you please? And go back to being your esteemed self in the northwest corner. My name is BBI, and without a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. I don't get to be here without all of you. I don't get to do this. I don't get to have these little fun projects dropped in my lap. Remember, this was supposed to be a 45-minute fix 7 hours later. I don't get to do these fun things without all of you guys. I don't. The projects don't appear here without you guys. I appreciate your all support. I appreciate everybody calling me. I appreciate everybody trying to get with me. Remember, there's only one of me. There's about 10,000 of you that I'm trying to help every day. Another guy, 10-8 straight. I'll see ya.